When I'm doing wine tasting or wine judging, the type of glass I'm looking for is something first and foremost to concentrate the aromas, and this glass does it perfectly. It flows the aromas of that wine up into that headspace so that you can then put your nose in it and enjoy the concentration that's in the headspace without losing all those lovely aromas, vapours. It also has to be wide enough at the bottom so that when you fill the glass to its widest point, you have a nice amount of surface area where the wine can interact with the atmosphere in the glass, which is mostly air. And by swirling it like that, you can increase the surface area of the wine to increase that reaction. And this is just perfect in all those regards. At home, at work, it's all the same. Wine is all about enjoying every aspect of it, which includes enjoying the colour, the aroma, the bouquet, and then eventually the taste. And having a stemmed glass, I think, is just such a great thing in this world where there are so many stemless options, because you can pick up the glass like that. You don't warm up the wine, you don't affect the temperature, you don't put finger marks all over the bowl. It really, I think, enhances the enjoyment of the wine when you have a proper glass like that. I think the aspects of our wines that become more clear with the Jancis Robinson glass is on the aroma, particularly because of that effect of concentrating the aromas into that headspace. And you can just pick up things very precisely. It's very high fidelity, and it's much easier than in other glassware where you can lose those aspects. When people taste our wines, I'd like them to experience everything about the wine. They are very expressive on the nose. They do have a very distinctive minerality, I think a very clear expression of where they come from, but also the grape variety that they're made from. And then on the palate, it's the balance and then the complexity and the harmony that comes from having enough fruit character, enough weight, but then enough acidity and tension, and sometimes some tannin as well, to balance the palate very well. And I think a glass like the Jancis Robinson glass helps present all of those features and makes it easy to enjoy. Well, what we think makes our wine so special is first and foremost the variety, Chardonnay. It's a variety that chose us rather than us choosing it. And it's all to do with the mixture of our environment, the soil, the climate, with that grape variety and producing something special. And then to be able to take that and express it into wine using a number of traditional techniques that bring out the best in the variety. I think that's the hallmark of our wines. With white wines, we don't always decant or carafe our wines, but there's no doubt that even with a very young wine like this, as soon as you put it in the glass, it starts evolving, it starts revealing much more of itself because it's got this gentle aeration. So using a decanter for young white wine is a good idea because it just speeds up that process, but occasionally we forget to do that. If we have an older bottle of white wine, we do choose to put it into a carafe because it's been locked up in this bottle for, well, 19 years, and it's been under reductive conditions and it can have a bit of bottle stink. So putting it into a fine decanter like this just allows it to settle down and to really evolve quickly and to express itself and all the complexities that it's got. I mean, it takes a long time to achieve that kind of character, and it's only time in the bottle that can. And look at the colour, it's amazing. Always with our Chardonnay and the best of our Chardonnay, the Hunting Hill, for example, is with crayfish. And we cook and serve crayfish very simply. It's just boiled, and then we often serve it with a vinaigrette, a light vinaigrette. And it's the texture and the richness, but then the citrus characters of that Hunting Hill Chardonnay that just match perfectly with the succulence and the sweetness and texture of the crayfish. It's just a beautiful match.